Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 16th of July. Remember the parasite that causes explosive diarrhea, vomiting, and severe bloating, among other debilitating symptoms? Some victims who spoke with investigators reported eating at Taco Bell before they got sick. However, others said they had not visited Taco Bell. Health officials have not yet confirmed any definitive link to a specific restaurant, supplier, or ingredient, but they're investigating Taco Bell. Seattle's socialist mayor is ruining that city, much like Mamdani is doing to New York. Mayor Katie Wilson, who campaigned on an anti-wealth, pro-tax platform, is now seeing how well that works. One of her initiatives was the infamous Jumpstart tax, a payroll levy on large employers that took effect in 2021. It was designed to make tech giants like Amazon pay their fair share for affordable housing and COVID relief. Instead, it triggered a mass exodus of employers, linked to a loss of 30,000 downtown jobs and 48% collapse in office property values. A report points to a skyrocketing office vacancy rate from 6.7% in 2019 to over 32%, the worst in the nation. Seattle is now operating with a $500 million deficit. Socialism promises to aid the poor, but ends up harming them most. When California voted on the high-speed rail in November of 2008, the total projected cost was estimated to be between $33 billion and $33.6 billion. The estimated cost is now up to $126 billion, and they're nowhere near completion. So that, I'm certain, will go up. Trump administration has called the project a boondoggle and has quit donating. I think he was going to give them $4 billion, or he was giving them, then he rescinded the offer, he took it back. He says, we're not putting any more money into that. Is government really that bad at estimating cost, or are they just ripping us off? That's a lot of money overage. Where does all that money go? Last night was the fifth consecutive night of U.S. attacks aimed at degrading Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. If Tehran doesn't return to negotiations, Trump threatened to attack bridges and power plants next week. We just gave them 5 nights of bombing, and they still have capability of hitting some ships in the Strait. How is that possible? I thought our military was like exemplary, which I imagine it is. But why can't they take out their military and their missiles? I don't see how they have anything left. I don't get it. The bill that wants to make daylight savings time permanent, it passed the House, and they expect it to pass the Senate. I understand Trump is in favor of it, so he'll sign if it does pass the Senate. But wait, now there's a competing House bill that would make standard time permanent instead. I wish they'd make up my mind. The people who want standard time permanent, they have a point. The children will be walking to school in the dark in the mornings because the sun won't be coming up until a little bit later. So that's a valid point. I don't think school children should walk to school in the dark. Doesn't sound good. U.S. Mint produces a new coin, a $1 coin. And guess whose face is on it? Donald Trump. Trump's face on the coin is part of celebrations for the America's 250th birthday. So now his name is on an airport in Florida, and he's going to be on a $1 coin. I understand it's gold in color. It's not gold, but he wanted to put it on the Kennedy Center Library, whatever that building is. but I guess the federal government made him take his name down. One thing about Trump, uh, he's pretty vain. He's done some good things for the country. I'm not a never Trumper, but he's also got some pretty bad stuff that I don't care for. And his name going up, I don't really care about that. I understand it costs $5 million to change the name on that airport. It's taxpayer dollars. I think it should have been his dollars, but it's not going to kill us, I guess. So everybody have a great day. Please notice the little on the bottom, it says subscribe if you haven't already. And up in the top corner, it says like. I'd really appreciate that stuff. You have a great day. And we'll tell you, it's not raining right currently, but it has been raining pretty bad here in Texas. I think we got over 15 inches total in the last few days. It's crazy. Thunderstorms, wind. It had a little bit of sun the other day. I was able to get up on the roof and put some Flex Seal on my leaks. I had a couple of leaks. Okay, talk to you soon.